to Wolf Farms. I'm Dawn, also known as Knittin' Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. We're rolling into a new month, so we have a new scent of the month. So for the month of June, the scent of the month is Sweet Pea. You get the drum roll. So you get 25% off everything in our shop that is scented in that fragrance. Plus we have other sale items as well, so swing on by, check that out. I'm sure you'll find something you'll enjoy. We want to welcome new and returning viewers. Thanks for joining us today. Got a short list of segments for you this episode. So
those include Farm Happenings, Farmer's Almanac, In the Coop, Flown the Coop, and Roundup.
All right.
So Farm Happenings, not much.
Yeah,
quick week.
It was
went by we just podcasted it yesterday.
Well, Monday was a holiday, so I had extra time to work on my projects that I showed on the last podcast. But you'll have to wait till I've flown the coop to see those because they actually flew the coop. So that was about it.
Besides college stuff.
Yeah.
We're just swamped with the. I forgot to bring the announcement over.
Oh.
I'll show you. Oh, well. And so we, got, I got a cat biting my hand. We have college stuff, doing all the paperwork and end of school year, graduation, and... Yeah,
you and Jimmy went up and did the orientation... Workshop thing, so... Just one thing you gotta check off the list.
Yeah,
so.
Totally a check off the list. It's like, oh... And of course,
most of that you could have just done it online.
We did it on the. He already did an orientation, which is.
Yeah, they did the online orientation. That's a requirement. But the workshop, they referred a lot of. You're saying a lot of the stuff they referred to. Go to the website.
Go to this website.
So,
this website, and I'm like, seriously? You could have just wrote that on the paperwork, and we could have gone to that website. But 3 hours later, he got the. Check off.
At least it's done. So this way he can register as a returning student and get priority registrations for next round. So, I mean, it's a hassle, but it'll be beneficial when he goes back next, in spring and going to sign up for his classes because he'll be able to do that ahead of time, ahead of the open registration. So
you want to show yourself?
Yeah, Weasley's hanging out on the table with us.
I'm getting so big. Look at the camera. Do you see Weasley? Where's Weasley? Where's Weasley?
He's like, I'm looking down.
Yeah.
He likes laying up here on our podcast table, and he's got his own little blanket now, and he just hangs out here and sleeps when he's not terrorizing the other cats or playing with Dundee. He and Dundee play together pretty well.
Yeah, they like playing. They like either behind my robe, they'll,
fight through it.
Do like a mouse, because you can't see. I know you see my hands. And, or they'll rip around the couch and stuff. It's really funny. Yeah. Dundee's really good with them being gentle and so, yep. So, Farmer's Almanac.
Farmer's Almanac.
This question is brought to you by Amelia, email carve 1963, and she's curious to know. She's sure I love everything James has given me as gifts, but what was your favorite gift that James made or bought for you and why? Well, I didn't read the bought for you. And then James, I didn't forget you. The same question goes for you. Leave the iPad alone. Okay, first off, this is going to be a bragging time.
Uh-oh.
And I hadn't told him because he'd be like, no, shush. He shushes me, or I get the knee nudge. But I think the most... favorite gift, besides Jimmy, would be our house. James actually designed the floor plan. Well, we did that kind of together. I made sure I got my tub. The house was built around my tub.
And the kitchen.
But, yeah. But he designed the floor plans, blueprints. He built this house from the ground up. And I'm not talking... contracting out. He was the contractor. I'm bragging, shut up. And so he's going to start turning red. It's literally did it all.
Well, no, we contracted out some of the work.
Well,
but some of it was
things.
Well, some of it was just beyond the capacity I could with the help
time
that I
frame.
have and the time. So
I told you he's going to start downplaying himself.
yeah.
So
Well, I did
I'm
contract out
bragging.
some of it, but that being said,
You were the overseeing contractor.
yeah, I did. I did
were-
oversee and basically in charge of the construction and all the work that happened. So there, do you feel better?
So I think this would be my most favorite.
Yeah, definitely the largest thing.
Yarn.
Guess you could wrap the Madeline Tosh tart yarn that I spun into your shawl. That's what I thought you were going to go with.
I know, I let you think
Around the
that.
house, because I think that might wrap the house, but
Yeah, it was cool because even when we were building, we made Jimmy build his bedroom.
yeah, he
a
helped,
homeschool project.
nail
so-
up the walls, and
Yeah, so,
we had fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun one.
yeah.
So, wow.
So it's always a continual gift too because you're always.
I'm always doing
I
something
get
else.
very excited when he gets the sprinkler lines because then I don't have to water as much. But
Yeah, we
because
keep
I
adding.
keep planting things, I'm like Johnny Appleseed. I keep planting things all over,
See, we
especially acorn squash because I really like the leaves.
We put more trees in the ground, and it takes me some time to get the actual sprinkler lines to those because I can't do that ahead of time because I'll dig them up when I'm putting the trees in. But it's all part of the fun.
Yeah. So I think that'd be my most favorite gift and favorite bought gift.
Bought gift?
Yeah, I think the presentation of when you did my yarn swift for a Valentine's Day.
Oh.
He, this is just going to be the bragging episode of James. But he bought me the wooden yarn swift with the
Ball winder.
ball winder, but he had it packaged in long stem red rose box. So I thought for Valentine's I'm getting long stem red roses, and I opened it up, and where the flower should be was the yarn ball winder, and then the stems was the swift. So, but he does this kind of stuff all the time, so it's hard to pick a favorite of. So yeah.
See, I've got her fooled. I've got her brainwashed. So so she's stuck with me. What can I say?
I mean, I could go on. I mean, years ago when we first met, he actually did a drawing. I can't remember if it was in, was it just markers? I'm blanking, but a big drawing of, what were those things that we hung
You're
up?
talking about the nagel?
Yeah.
Oh, I completely forgot about
Yeah,
that.
he drew me a big
I'm-
nagel.
I'm an artiste. What can I say?
So, yeah,
In addition to woodworking and photography, I also do drawings. So,
yeah.
anyway.
So I keep telling him we need to get a tattoo machine in the nigger.
No, we're not going to go that route. Yep. No.
Boy, the trust I have in you, huh?
I know.
So,
Well, see,
I
I
could keep
just
going
like
on and on.
I'm going to be underwhelming with mine because you make me a lot of stuff, but
no, I don't.
you make me socks.
Yeah.
So that's keep my feet happy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else you make because
Or bought your favorite gift.
well, I know she bought me a toolbox one year.
Yeah, I was
tried
going to say that was my favorite one to do.
try it. She got it before. This was a Christmas gift, and she got it ahead of time and stuck it in our well house.
But you got to
It's-
realize the size of this
it's-
toolbox.
It's a larger one, so that's the top and bottom, because I got a lot of tools. So she got me the wider one, but she hid it in the well house. Which is good. I got happy tools now. They're all organized, which is a good thing because I had a really small toolbox and I was running out of room. Your cat's eating your yarn bag.
He likes Sasha's yarn bag.
Yep, good stuff. Kitty approved.
Yeah, and this is the one he goes for every single time.
He likes the dangly zipper thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was the handmade ones or the socks because that's about the only thing I'll let you make for me by hand.
Yeah. I make
I'm
you
still-
ornaments.
Yeah, that too. I'm still waiting for the black pair of socks though. So
Never gonna happen.
for work. And like I said, the toolboxes was definitely a surprise I was not expecting. So
I'll make you a willy warmer.
there you go.
So in the coop. So in the coop, I had to think if I had already had that on the needles last week. I didn't. I did. Just barely had started it. The Miss Winkle pattern by Martina Bim. And this is it. And this was a gift pattern from Sasha. Stitched by Sasha. And it is in the Stitched by Sasha little froggy bag. Oh, I know. This is Weasley's favorite bag. And the yarn is Socks That Rock from Stitched by Sasha. Socks That Rock in the Whoville colorway. I'm just tempting fate there by
dangling that over the cat.
Dangling over the kitty. Yeah. So I've done let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 little loops. So
it's a cool pattern.
It is fun. I let myself, now since it's getting longer, I was doing like 2 a day, but now it's going to end up being like 1 a day because there's some knits I'm needing to know to get done. So this is where I was last week. I only had the 3 little loops. And then so I've done all of that. And this really cool. So I'm size 3s. Hiya, of course. And there goes the attack of the back. It is this is going to be so squishy, though. Mm-hmm. So it's fun to knit.
Pretty cool. Good colors.
And it's still, the knitting time gets waylaid in the morning. I can't sit in my knitting spot on the couch anymore because I can't. When someone pounces, it's easier if I'm at the kitchen table. I have more minutes to put the yarn down before it's going across the room. So.
Yep.
So yeah, it's
good kitty, huh?
Yeah, so then I'm working on the Appiah, a Hillary Smith Callis pattern, which I'm going to be knitting this a million times. This is such a fun pattern, and this was a pattern gifted from Emil Carve, 1963. And it's in my Stitched by Sasha bag. I love these little wedge bags. So does Weasley. He thinks he fits. Then this is done with Dancing Dog Dye Works in the Glitter Paws, which is Superwash Merino and Nylon and Stellina in the Cupcake colorway.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. It's got a pretty shimmer. And so I just started this, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday or the day. Yeah. No. So here is the start. And I love this pattern. So, yep. And these are done with size 7s. Because her patterns, I always got to go up a size. So, and then I'm still spinning on. He's fine. He's on my back. I'm still spinning the fiber file dark purple that I was spinning last week that I showed, but it's the same. Looks the same. Yeah. Should be done by next weekend, and then I can start plying the 2 different, yarns together as a double ply. And that'll take a while.
Yeah,
you just do it a little 15 minutes every day or so. So
get your yarn winding time in.
Yep, spinning.
So, spinning, yarn winding, spinning. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Sure. So.
You
don't have any in the
I don't have in the coop right now. After we podcast, I'm going to start gluing up more wood bowl
just so
blanks. See, I got her fooled. What can I say?
Yep. So, flown the coop.
The coop. We'll go on to you. You're on a roll there.
So I finished the Topanga, which is a Hillary. Her name's not Hillary. It's a Katie DeGroff. And this is Inner Yarn Zen and
it's the
Driftwood colorway. Yeah.
Had to think about that.
It's folded in half. It is blocked, and there's beads on every other row. So there's, and here's the end. It's kind of like more of a scarf, because you can see the width,
Well, I know you were at the taper last week.
Yeah,
so
I had
you didn't have a whole lot left.
Bottom triangle there.
When you coming down to the point, it goes really quick.
So, yep, it turned out really, really pretty.
Looks nice.
And the yarn is just fabulous, which I had knitted last month with the inner yarns, and I did that cowl. What cowl pattern was that? I don't remember. Oh, it was Angelia's pattern with inner yarns in, and I've got to say it is so squishy and
like
soft.
The base, huh?
Yeah, and dyed so wonderfully. Both of them I have wet blocked, and there's no dye coming out, or
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Yeah, done.
It's always nice when you don't end up with a puddle of
I shouldn't have to.
color on the floor.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, because that doesn't make me happy when it stains my tile. And then I finished an Appiah, which is a Hillary Smith Callis pattern, in the Dancing Dog Dye Works Seuss-tastic colorway.
So this is the finished
This is the finished
of what
version
you've
of
got.
what I started. Yeah. So you can see this. It's a
very colorful.
Looks like a shawl, but it's a cowl. You can see,
the opening there.
The opening. So yeah, it is.
Pretty
And
cool.
I was weighing, because I was like, I know Sasha has knit this, and she had like 9 grams left. And I'm like, ooh, this is, because it was getting small, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So once I got to like 5 rows, and because the bind off is a picot, and I just love that. And I didn't block I didn't point block them, because I really liked
the way it sits.
Yeah, I just really like the little bubbles. It just looks so, whimsical, I guess. And so,
cool.
Yeah, I loved this, how it turned out. And
yeah, you had fun knitting that one.
yeah, and I've got to say, because Dancing Dog Dye Works always has the bright, vibrant colors. And I've worked with a lot of her yarns, and never, ever, ever have I had any dye. Not even a tinge. The water is always clear when I block it, and always well done. And
well, it'd be tough if you had.
Well, she's got some hard colors.
Well, I know.
I thought this might, with the black and with the red.
Well, I know you've never had a problem with this.
Never.
So. But it'd be a problem with the colors blending together if they bleed.
Yeah.
So she sets the dye well.
So however she does it, and it always smells good. It never stinks. She's not just soaking it in
vinegar.
Yeah. So exceptionally well done. Always.
Good job, Michelle.
Yep. Love her yarns. So yeah. So that's 2 finished objects. I almost kind of waited because I knew I was getting close, and I'm like, well, I already have 1 finished object, but yeah. I thought, oh well.
It's okay.
Yeah.
More time for your new projects.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I might be starting another one, because I know Amanda, she changes her name a lot. Yoga, Texas. She's in Texas now. Amanda Quintanilla. I'll just give you her real name. Well, she's Elizabeth Quinton, or used to be Elizabeth Quinton on Ravelry. Anyway, she's having a Instagram yoga and a yoga pose challenge each day with your knitting. So that starts June 1st. So I might be doing that too.
Okay. I want to see you knit with your toes as you're doing a handstand.
Yeah.
That ought to be pretty interesting.
Yeah. I think she's probably going to gear it towards beginners, because there's a lot of people who haven't done the poses. So if you're interested, you can go check her Instagram account. It's Just Be Well Yoga TX.
Something like that.
Yeah. So.
Cool. All right. Well, I have a couple Flum the Coops. Last week I had showed my glued up blocks that I was going to be using to do a notion holder or a little cup. I mean, basically it could hold anything, needles or change or whatever you want. It's just a wooden cup. and also a glued up block for my mini yarn bowl for like doing either lace weight or you know,
because it's perfect for the lace weight.
You know, so it's basically, I did a smaller size yarn bowl than the ones that I'd done for Dawn. So,
and I'm going to interrupt real quick, more bragging, because I have 2 of his, and I never pull from the outside of my yarn, but this, especially to be able to weigh it at the, you know, when you're getting towards it, has made it so much more functional. So I have like...
Why? Because it's not collapsing from the center?
It's not collapsing. So I think the weight distribution, when you're actually weighing it, when you're sweating, that you're wondering if you're going to make it, it makes it so much more... Easier. And then it's nice, because I should have brought it over here, but I put it in my sock yarn blanket thing. It just makes it nice to, you know, tuck it back into the little label that the yarn comes with. So it's all nice, compact. It's not all barfing all over. So,
okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm really excited about, that, because it just keeps it nice.
Okay, well, so back to my phone, the Coop. So I did have, so I did show that on the little cup thing, the little notion holder or needle holder or whatever you want to use it for. I had drilled out the center already. I don't know if that may just, I may just take the extra time and do the normal bowl turning technique, because it was more of a challenge, I think. But anyway, so here is the little like notion cup. This is walnut and maple. See, I hide so it'll focus on there. So that, anyway, so this is all turned. It's all finished up. It's got a little bit of a profile on the side that I'd done. So, but it's, you know, it's, I meant to measure these before I showed them, but it's basically, you know, it's a little yarn cup or notion cup or whatever. I wouldn't drink out of that, but the glue will hold.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that this one's done. So this, actually, these 2 objects I'll be putting in the shop. And so I know I'd mentioned showing those, you know, on here. But I'm not going to wait till the podcast to show what I'm throwing in the shop. So I think you had suggested just Instagramming it. So if you follow Dawn on...
Well, you're going to show each week what you finished, because you're flown the
Unless
Coop.
it's already shipped.
Yeah,
so if I start throwing stuff in the shop and it goes before the podcast, I can't really show it. So...
True.
But anyway, so I think you're going to need to let's Instagram what I'm throwing in there. So, and then this one here is the maple and cherry. So it's kind of neat because the grain, it changes colors as you rotate. So you see the maple change, and then it gets light and dark. It's got the groove for the yarn bowl. So this one, you know, you can...
so perfect for the lace weight, because I went and tested mine in it.
So anyways, but this is a smaller version. It's probably, I would say, 3.5 to 4 inch. I'll have the actual dimensions when I put it in the shop of the height and the width and all of that stuff. So you can figure out if you're wanting one, if that'll actually work for you. So I do need to glue up for a large version and then do a couple more of the small and whatnot. So
I think you should do a whole bunch like this. I love how this turned out.
The detail I've actually worked on putting a lot of detail in it in this particular one. So it's got grooved accents and stuff in it, and it's got a little lip on there. You know, it's fun doing these because I can be creative, and I should probably do like a group, you know, okay, here's the matching set where I do it all consistently, but I'm having fun, you know, let me try this, let me try that. So anyways,
well, just like with knitting patterns, we don't generally do the same pattern over and over.
But if someone wanted a matching set that's it all looked the same, then I'd have to kind of do them all at the same time so I remember what it was what it was that I did. So anyway, so these are my 2 flown the Coop objects. So these are actually going to go in the shop. I'm going to put them in today, and then if you're watching the podcast and you're interested, you can always swing on by the shop, check those out, and hopefully they don't go so quick. But if they sell, great, then I'll just make more. That's how it's going to work. So, anyways, like I said, I'll be gluing up some more. I really like the combination of the cherry and maple. So I might make some more of these. I've got a lot of different woods. I've got the maple, I've got the cherry, I've got the walnut, I've got hickory, I've got oak, I've got alder. I've got a whole mountain of wood that I need to use up, and so this is the perfect way to do it. And so I've got a lot of different ideas of things that I'm going to do with the wood, not just the yarn bowls and stuff, but I'll talk about those more when I get closer to being able to do those. So, yeah. But anyways, it's a time issue, so when I have the time, I'll do it, and you'll see it, and it'll go in the shop, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that.
Yeah. So round up, we have our hatchinette. The podcast goes live on June 1st, but we didn't want to we always record the day before, so which would be the 31st, but didn't want to shut it down because if you're still
last minute shopper, kind of thing.
So next week we will do the prizes for the hatchinette. Yeah. And that's where you enter any of your projects.
Anything you complete. Yeah. So you could have started it years ago and you finally roll around to actually finish it up and it actually gets done. Yeah. Then you can enter that into the thread, and this is any yarn related projects. So you're spinning or you're knitting or whatever, crochet. Yeah. Take a picture of it. You could win Wolf Farm gift certificate, and we'll be doing those drawings next week. So stay tuned.
Yeah. And this is our 200th episode. I had to mention it because it's like, wow. And this is 200 consecutive, brought to you every week since the beginning. So it's like, wow.
Yep. Lots of fun.
Through the ups and downs, the sicks, the snot, the what,
Yeah. You live it with us, so we appreciate those that's been coming back to hear more. We enjoy you guys watching.
So this is the last one. Sorry.
Yeah, we were joking. Should we end it while we're ahead? So like, oh no, not April 1st, so we can't really do an April Fool's Day joke with that one.
Yeah.
But
so now I guess we're gonna have to wait till.
Yeah, we got to do another 100 just to see where that one falls. Eventually, April 1st will fall on a even number there, right? So. Yeah. Anyway, so thanks for joining with us, and want to remind you can get a free Wolf Farm Video Podcast button at Wolf Farms with any paid order. You just ask for that in the comment section during checkout, and we'll be happy to stick one of those in your order as we're shipping that off. And I think that about does it for this episode.
Yeah. So until next time,
let's get cracking.
And hatch your net.
Bye, y'all.